兄弟们来了啊！今天我们继续给大家带来这个 PIG 的一个邀请赛啊。稍微等一下，我把这个调出来，大家稍等。
Alright guys, sorry for wait. Oh, sorry for wait. Ready up. Alright guys, we're just going to check all these players are now ready, and then we'll get straight on into it and start casting. Yesterday we had a wild best of 7 man between Hero and Max Packs. I'll tell you guys, that got just, it was a barn burner. So we better not take too long to start these games, as it can escalate quickly.
对。好了。
Yeah, music's on. I think the levels look okay. You let me know though if they are slightly too loud at all. I think it's good, but we'll see how we go based on where my levels are as well. Bring that microphone up.
我应该是不是再重新截一张地图啊？我靠！我觉得我该重新截一张图。今天的赛，昨天打完了嘛？还说你妈就挂这张，反正李平南被你妈零杠4，大家你妈皆大欢喜。就这张吧。皆大欢喜，皆大欢喜，哎。就挂这张。好了，开始了啊！我们把它那个调出来。哎，库本也真的你妈可怜啊！上来就碰上大魔王。大魔王前段时间没有跟李平台练了，因为他在滑雪。他妈此刻我就想问一句：芬兰难道妈现在都是什么冰天雪地吗？
And you know what's crazy about this series and why I've got to speak about it immediately? Creator picked this map.
你妈做3月中旬还能滑雪。
Creator picked altitude map 1. He vetoed Neo Humanity. Cyril vetoed Ancient Cistern, and that's kind of funny. Creator is picking one of the biggest, most spread out based maps on the pool, and I believe it's very good for.
库本从他现在的这个衣服上面来看，他应该现在还是 NV 社区的一个选手啊，社区选手，倒不是战队选手。临近北极圈，哎，太爽了。
I gotta wonder, what do you do? Is it a charge lot all in? Are you know what the hell are you going to be going for? Like, I really just am so curious what the strategy is on altitude, because this map is pretty good for Protoss versus Terran, though Spirit argues it's good for Terran. But in Zerg versus Protoss, it's been usually vetoed. I don't think I've seen a top-tier ZVP on this map, man. But it's going to be interesting to see which way it goes. Spawning Pool and Gas is on the way. Cyril's been having mixed results in this matchup on the ladder recently. I saw one of Cyril's most mortal streams ever recently, where he actually lost a bunch of ZVPs. He still won more games than he lost, but he lost, I think, 2 or 3 to Max Packs out of like 5 or 6 teams.
看一下这把
you know, losing almost 50% to Max Packs.
苦瑞头会怎么打？苦瑞头我们也很久没有见到了。
I could tell Cyril was trying to entertain, and he was actually working on being like a proper streamer.
上次见到他的时候还是在卡托维兹，然后他输了之后在那边哭。这个选手也真的是，那只能说这个选手其实他错过了好多，就错过了好多的一个机会。他是最早的天才少年苦瑞头，然后最开始星际2开始的时候他就是天才少年出道的。然后经历了那么长时间，妈10几年的时间，他居然还是没有能够打出来，只能说妈天赋有限。
Second gateway at the natural might go down in a few seconds. I'd say about 3 minutes as well. There is one adept out, but it looks like he's just hiding from the Overlord, hoping to block any Zergling scouts from coming in. Cyril's Overlord comes back and spots him there. And Cyril's third hatchery is down behind it. Now against a robo opening, this can give you a warp prism to just drop adepts and be annoying. You can get a more.
那他以前最早的时候，我想想看是什么时候啊？10年的时候，他就你妈的是天才少年。
Creator goes for the robo bay, which tells us he wants to go for the disruptor drop. Usually you can follow that up with a single Colossus and go for a big old push. Colossus Rex Zerg.
他妈从10年开始出道即巅峰，到现在23年了。
Now on the other hand,
拿到的成绩寥寥无几。老子他妈现在是天才老年选手，好吧？天才个锤子！哎，说白了，我告诉你们，这个苦瑞头绝逼在中间那段时间的时候，绝逼没怎么好好练。我不信这种好好练的选手，妈的，这种10几年他都出不来，这不可能的。
Exceptional vision right now. Queen's on the edge in case an Oracle does sneak down that left flank as well.
然后就在星际末年的时候，我认为他是好好练的，就因为他好好练了之后，输了比赛才会哭，直接提速的能进投自爆球。他这个哭本的称号也是近2年才有的嘛，你们想想看是不是嘛？4 gases, 5 gateways. He's going to be making a lot of sentries to start gathering energy. The warp prism is about to get that second disruptor, pack that into the warp prism and get out there. Serral doesn't want to throw any Zerglings away. Lost just 2 of them so far. He's on equal workers, and this is where I would say Reyna would probably try to be greedy and get 55 drones. 看到了呀，你妈 Serral 这个细节，我靠！
He's going up to 8 queens.
自爆球转巨像一波。这你妈这种提速狗你没法下来啊！你怎么下来嘛？想要去炸农民，狗过来包，农民跑。哎呦，没炸到几条狗啊！这我怎么感觉怎么回来了？你妈的就不炸了？那回头只能被迫开3矿呀，那怎么办呢？但兵营是补齐的，这第一波就等于什么都没打到，这个空投很难打了已经。That's the play that Creator wants. He's building an Immortal, so he's going to get 1 or 2 Immortals to help as just good units to deal with those roaches. Sentries will be coming in the near future as well. Sorry guys, did the Disruptors get anything else? No, it looks like the Queens and the Overlords just keep pushing. 这个局面已经很难打了。
Disruptors looks like they had to cancel their shots on the last one. I should have been watching this Prism. Apologies guys. A little bit unfocused with our commentary, but we'll get on point with that. Sentries in the open. You don't want to engage a Colossus though. Overseer's coming in. And he starts a probe. That's a fake probe, guys. He cancels the probe the moment the overseer is done. 巨像也没有射程的，现在就狐假虎威在那边，完全靠2个自爆球。这自爆球没有骚扰到任何东西啊！虫族这个运营太好了。 Serral's doing nothing but massing Roach and Ravager. I think he's got the read on what Creator's doing.
妈这种运营你怎么挡得住嘛 ？Serral 现在怎么打怎么有啊，对吧？
哎，我来了，苏哥。
跳3本，然后开4矿跳3本，对吧？假开3矿争1波，他妈 Serral 侦查到了，完了。好了呀，无脑按就行了呀，他妈自爆球还死1个，再打锤子的。那么简单就想击败 Serral， 不可能的呀。Roaches, Ravagers, a huge amount of them coming out. Now this is 16 unupgraded stalkers. 哥好像很难受的样子啊。
我家里人都发烧了。
哎呀，迟早要是一个过程。
我感觉我也快了。
这是一个过程。
什么叫是一个过程？是个什么说法嘛？
不，这就你们就发烧嘛，就是个过程嘛，就你没发，你反而会担心，妈的是我什么时候发？妈的发了之后就发现，哎，发了那就好了，安心了。就跟以前新冠是一样的，以前新冠的时候，哎，我怎么这各种车我怎么还没开，还没那个，是只有这种心态的呀。
你说的没什么
错。这火你妈各种砸。
Serral 这个 ZVP 还是没啥问题。
随便莽了呀，这随便莽。后面他妈的女王其实输出也很高。 完了，这Creator完全不是对手。哎，不愧是 Zero 呀，好强啊！
Yeah, it's interesting because a lot of players like to stop at just 4 or 5 queens up against a Twilight or Robo play because they want to focus more on roaches and zerglings against a ground play.
哭本，哎，哭本是没实力。
Absolutely cucks the disruptor drop. There's just so many queens that you just can't get in range of.
你聊天室挡一下。
That was what can I say? Good commentary. I know, guys.
忘了，妈了个鸡的。
Description is what we call that. But yeah, it does. It just feels like it gets shut down. You know, you lose. The disruptor drop loses the ability to really scare him and pull his attention around. But we'll see how it goes. Creator drinking beer.
不，他这种输他不会哭的。你妈的，这个是实力不计输掉的，他妈的这个他不会哭的。你说这种很接近的输掉，那他的确会哭。
I mean, we're gonna cast him after this match, guys. Like, let's be real. We've seen Dark's build orders.
他又不是弱智，你妈输掉比赛就哭呢！我靠。
Hatchery at 19 supply this game, and like the casters and Alice were sitting there, we're like, but why? Why is he doing this? Is this more efficient because?
今天你妈的自己奢侈一点，今天点的，你妈了个鸡！
哎，你家孩子最后烧了几天啊
？3天，2天呀，跟你说了呀，第3天好了呀。 糖醋里脊，
昨天下午我儿子开始烧的，那今天烧到今天，那明天下午是吧？差不多，差不多烧到明天。
酱鸭1份，酱爆猪肝1份，糖醋里脊1份，米饭1份，妈的奢侈点今天，我靠！
Like yeah, ask either of them on their streams, guys. They'll have stories about like, oh, Grubby or whoever would always take your color. He'd like find your color and he'd make sure he gets.
这个发烧你也不知道嘛，你也不知道烧多久嘛。这个谁知道呢，对吧？
This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. I love it.
不是那什么都想吃，你知道吗？老子中午到现在还没吃过东西呢，饿的一逼。
一波还是个小孩子。
小孩子很快的，
妈一波新冠就1天，我操！
很快好的，小孩子，
他新冠1天就好了，就甲流，反正他烧了甲流好像，但他吃这个还是能降下来的，吃这个叫什么美林，吃完美林能够管个6、7个小时，然后又烧到39度多，就反正就一直没停这个美林给他。 哦，不对，是前天半夜烧的，啊，今天半夜就2天的呀。
不行，你们今天说不动我了，他妈今天一定要吃的好一点，我靠，我很饿现在。
吃，
妈了个鸡的！
妈的，我理解你，妈了个鸡的。 人生苦短，吃都不能吃了，搞毛啊！
你们这些狗逼每天什么痛风，老子妈的1年多没发了，我靠！
是的呀，吃就好了呀！妈的，人生苦短，我靠！
你说的没错，
我们都半只脚都在棺材里了，还不能吃东西，那搞毛啊！是不是那么回事嘛，孙哥？你先把这个关了好不好？
The whole goal of that is to force me to take a worse third.
也该发了。
我为什么要劝他吃？他妈的又不是我痛，无所谓的呀，吃就好了呀。
那天许浩再来杭州，
是不是这个道理？
带着阿奇一起来，我带他们去那个农都城去吃，老子妈的眼睁睁眼巴巴看着他们2个在那边胡吃海喝，老子妈气的一逼，我操！
谁呀？
许浩南和阿奇。
哦。
妈气的一逼！阿奇现在在淘宝做那个咸鱼那个地方。老子眼睁睁看着他们2个在那边妈各种吃海鲜，我靠妈的，真的想死，你知道吗？ And look at that, guys. Pool finishes, hatchery finishes at very similar timings. Double Queen does start up. Cyril going to be heading towards that link speed momentarily. The probe's going to get out of there.
I'd like to see create a double Chrono Adept across the map after how passive he was in the previous game.
奶茶就算了，喝点水就好了。好了，第2场来了啊。
Zero 都是正常开的，
他
就是蟑螂狗毒爆呀。
第一盘看起来感觉机会不大。又是 VR 开啊！他第一把投自爆球什么都没打到。
He got to the grand finals at GSL a couple years ago. He went up against Rogue, an impossible matchup. Rogue makes Protoss players look like idiots most of the time. Occasionally, he just gets bopped by them because he gambles so much with his build orders.
昨天吃什么？老子昨天你妈的最后不是吃肯德基的嘛？点了2个原味鸡块就他妈的就解决了。那所以你还抢了老子半块原味鸡，我靠！晚上他妈饿得一逼晚上。
And I love that apparently this is his goat killer style. I feel like this is creators like, you know, I have my normal PVZ for killing the regular Zergs, then I have goat killer style.
又投自爆球，打不信邪是吧？
自爆球没用，打 Zero 没用 ，Zero 这个防得太好了。
But interestingly, same opening as the last game, Robo Bait again. I wouldn't mind seeing a double adept pressure.
我现在就嗓子有点痛，我就感觉快了什么的。妈，这个就是前兆。我老婆跟我说的，就嗓子开始痛1天，然后第2天开始发烧，烧3天。
未必。嗓子开始痛是这样子，就是你可能睡觉睡起来，对吧？就睡觉的时候特别干，房间里面，然后你就会有这种症状，或者没怎么喝水就会有这种症状，嗓子会痛。
我他妈一直在喝水好吗？今天。我今天公司都没去霍法人他们。
And he's admittedly said, I hate it when my opponents gamble versus me. That's the one thing that gets him really upset. When he knows his opponents are really just taking crazy chances to try and beat him, that's when he starts to get a little upset. Now these depths coming out.
咋就有特效药？不是特效药吧？就那个奥斯塔韦啊！我这2天都在吃预防，1天2顿。飘使仆接自爆球啊，这是。
And then the Warp Prism goes out of phase mode, cancels the 2 Adept Warp in, and Cyril is going to go back to droning momentarily. He starts a lair, starts another gas, and he says, oh, it's a fake! And he realizes, oh, you've just tricked me into building 30 Zerglings, 2 Roaches. You tricky lad, you. A couple Zealots building behind this for Creator. That's interesting, guys. Those 2 Zealots already warping in. He's going to push with 1 Colossus.
好了，妈的，满怀希望的2个自爆球炸完就巨像一
模一样这个战术，但这盘好像不是，这盘是在开3矿，他这盘是跳完之后开3矿。
走，哎呦，算的还可以啊。自爆球呢，投不下去。
炸不到呀，这种炸一个蟑螂有什么用？
为了炸一个蟑螂真不容易啊。炸一下女王没用
，3矿也开不了。
好了 ，Zero 就补蟑螂就完事了，这个时候。
这边巨匠出来的话，
那奥斯塔韦怎么吃啊？你那兄弟们说一下。我看他介绍上面不是这么吃的吗？预防的吃一下就好。But now he is a bit behind on it, and Cyril continues to build work as Forge, Twilight Stalkers, and Disruptors all on the way right now.
他这个自爆球基本上不动了，你看到没有？就是第1轮上完之后，第二就没第2轮了。现在第2轮，又被逼到绝住，杀了一个女王，这还打毛啊！2轮自爆球，1个女王，1个蟑螂。他看你那么快开3矿，哈，直接转龙飞龙了。打得太成熟了。
That's not a very quick spy. This is going to be like 8-minute Mutalisks, maybe 8.5 minutes. The Mutas will fly into creators.
来看，这直接一波了。
He's not in that great a position.
你吃药了吗
But definitely, you don't have a Stargate. You can't reactively build Phoenix. Spire is fantastic as a tech choice against a Protoss who's playing Robo. You know, if you forget about the Spire, this seems like why doesn't Protoss always play this style? Ooh,
好了，直接，哎呦
He's got 3 roaches. Oh,
这两个自爆球，哎，
这个有点，
我怎么感觉 Zero 防不住啊？
有点伤啊，这波。
The Ling backstab. He's only got one zealot, one stalker, one battery. Needs to be careful those probes don't die. Oh,
绕一下，
get those probes out of there.
回城了，
直接给他绕回城了。那这回城就拖住了呀 ，Zero。
好了呀，飞龙了呀，现在。那其实不该升远程一攻的，直接就龙狗就好了。
That might be it. He might just do 6 mutas and then play Ravager Lingbane. Cyril is not a player who likes taking risks, and we've talked about that many times over the years. A lot of players here might try to mass mutas, bank up 20 of them and surprise him.
但出不了门的，这个出门就换家，对吧？
对的。
这个出不了门的已经。Zero 就龙狗按到底，你出门就换家。
问题现在这个阶段你不能怎么样啊！现在对于回头来说，
回头打不想偷不了。
But the creep spread's starting to get out there, and Cyril's vision is awesome. Mutas come in around the left side. Stalkers aren't really hidden. I would like them to be a little further back so they could actually trap the mutas. If you kill even 2 of these mutas, Cyril loses lethality. Cyril comes in and instantly turns around, takes his hat back off the coat rack and says, "Sorry, I thought this was the hairdressers. No, I didn't. No, didn't mean. Yep, nope. I'll be leaving." Second Evo chamber melee upgrades on the way as well. Infestation pit is almost finished. Cyril will be heading towards Hive, but he's kind of forced to take an engagement on the Ravager Lingbane. His 4th base is going to be a prime target. If Creator can keep these rocks alive, that really helps limit the options of Cyril.
又是蟑螂狗毒爆，
他直接这波
Zero 永远都是这个组合，他的 ZVP 不太换组合的，就这个组合打到底。
他巨象就一个呀，巨象就一个，多一点还有机会。
真的就基本功运营够好，操作够好，就能这么打。
第2个自爆球也躲了，还有一个
对吧？我们这么打就不行，我靠，我们这么打就被人打爆。
Oh my lord, Cyril is on fire right now, dude. He denies the base for free. Slow, calm, tactical play.
回头慌的一批，我操，4矿都开不起来。
Like Dark and Rainer that play such more of a YOLO style, but Cyril is like clean, methodical, slow advantages, stacking them up one on top of each other. The mutas are like, cool, we killed 4 probes, now leave. We force static defense, now leave. Pull back. Wait for the moment, wait for the fight. Wait for the moment, wait for the fight. That's what Cyril's all about. He doesn't want to throw games away on silly half-cocked engagements. Denying the 4th base down there. Disruptors coming forward.
包球还行，但这点狗对于 Cyril 来说无所谓的。
对。
The mutas are being a nuisance, man. A lot of people think 6 mutas isn't a threat. Cyril says, mate, these aren't mutas, these are mutas. And that's not how he says it, Pig. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize for that. But yeah, they insert Finnish accent mutas. They are Cyril's mutas. You give him 5 or 6 mutas, he's just going to keep them alive, running around in circles, being absolutely bloody annoying. Damn it, I wish I'd asked him about Mutalisks before this. Might have had a nice little audio bite of him. Anyway, 2 mutas going down. Finally, Creator catches them.
飞车出来之后，把你什么自爆球、巨象之类的东西全部都抬掉。
Those units get picked off, or if those 3 disruptors whiff a little bit, it's going to be a little nasty. And we've got 2 Vipers out for Cyril, guys. They don't have energy just yet. If Creator was up on his face fighting right now, it'd be good. But you're pushing on creep versus mass Baneling. I just don't see this ever winning you the game. Even on just 61 probes, maybe? I don't know.
就看他怎么包吧，这波。
really matters. Lings are going to backstab and kind of force them all in. It's going to be massive to get that. +2 attack is finished for the Protoss.
再绕一波狗，不要他开4矿。哎，这 Cyril 这个绕狗太凶了。
哎呦，
绕完直接包正面。
哇靠！还好有白酒挡住。
你妈这种凭什么包得下来啊？我靠！
他以为打 T，
不是他凭什么包得下来啊？就我他妈就看不懂这种毒爆包这种部队凭什么包得下来？
毒爆直接包不下来，这个有一说一。
妈毒爆撞都撞不动。
And this is a spectacular setup. The Vipers didn't really do much either. The disruptors venturing forward's a problem. They're gonna expose themselves. I'd like to see them at the back of the army, so when Serral jumps on you, they do good stuff.
靠飞手拉，
A little bit far forward with those.
很准啊，拉的。
The Lings tear down his wall.
在那边绕口绕的还不错。
Mr. Creator Chev, tear down that wall.
说实话，我一直觉得 Serral 他妈的他这个兵种组合就有问题，但他每次都能赢，所以他就不会换。
Oh God, the spready, the arc is just too big.
对吧？他这个兵种组合其实打这些部队是亏的。
他只要白球起来了，见白球，自爆球，哎呦，这个总拉不开了，爆炸！
哎呦，满贯没拉到，满贯。
这个也不可能，就不可能每波都拉起来的呀。
He's still making archons though. He's still got some gas mining. He's still making some more units. And attacking.
他真的要变一变自己的组合了。这个组合，他就是靠多，然后又不停的反复的跟你进行交换。
就白球啊，
不要你开矿，
你来嘛。
再来，反复不停的交换啊，他是拉掉了。
哎，这感觉有点多啊，这鬼头有点挡不住了。但白球和不球还很硬，还是很硬，后面只要接插就行了。
能不能接出一排插很关键啊！就两个不朽还在，一个白球。
他应该接插，不应该接追猎。我说真的，
反正他就3矿一波了。Serral 现在就是反复不停的用自己的部队跟你进行消耗，打消耗战。 他稍微改兵种组合，会不会打得轻松一点？他赢肯定是赢的，对吧？是这样说啊？会不会打得轻松一点？他他妈的就反复消耗3轮才
那波白球被耗掉，就已经结束了。对于奎特来说。
他赢主要就是赢在他控制对方的4矿控制经济控制的很好。神族一旦是有4矿5矿的经济支持的话，他这个兵种组合是打不过的。负重练习才能变强，他这个绝对是，我靠，又开始洗把了。Creator 啥情况？
啊，不爽
啊！又开始演绎表演了吗？ 啊西吧！
这是真的就不爽呀！
哭粉又开始了啊！整个挡一下。
We all heard the shibai from Creator. Oh, really? Well, see, do you agree, Serral? Do you agree? What do you think Creator was saying there?
They're broken.
You do make it look that way, buddy. You do make it look that way. All right, guys, we'll be right back in a minute. Game 3 of Serral and Creator.
真的是不爽呀！这种输掉，换谁都不爽。
嗯。
他都感觉自己赢了，可能刚才的那一波。应该开得很快。啊，不对，他他妈又开始放了，我靠！
就 Serral 的这个兵种组合，就是每次冲神族都是亏的。
他只有，
但是他因为运营基本功好，所以他可以反复不停的冲3轮。
他只有觉得
冲3轮，然后他又能控制对方的经济。但是你要知道，如果这个神族再强一点，你控制不了他4矿经济。你这么冲，只要他4矿还能续兵，你就没了。
他只有说觉得自己有机会，他才会觉得不爽；没有机会，他就不会觉得不爽。
这肯定是有机会的呀 ！Creator 都觉得自己赢的好吗？第一波冲完。
对。
对吧？第一波冲完，他觉得他都没什么死兵，对面送了200人口，他真没想到 Serral 后面第2波兵能够搞那么多出来，但是他赢了，我知道他能赢啊，赢是因为他的综合实力强呀，就是他可以打得更合理一点。 就兵种组合上更合理一点，因为他
蟑螂狗毒爆的战术其实现在都已经能破了。
就是毒爆削了一次之后，其实就开始不合理了。他在毒爆削之前，那的确是合理的。以前撞重甲输出那么高的情况下，那他这套打法是无敌。当时他 ZVP 也的确是无敌，但现在他 ZVP 就是有点吃力。但是他从来就没变过，就这个版本不停的变化，他也不变，反正老子就这套打法打到底。 所以为什么他后来他的 ZVP 有时候会输，也是有原因的嘛。就问我赢没赢？哎，那你要这样说也是。他你妈不输他就不会变，只有他被人打爆了他才会变。
没什么错，这个是最后还是赢了，这个才是最关键的。
那倒是真的。
Parting! What the shit? I'm like messaging him in Discord and he's Twitch chat. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, you remember you have war chest tonight, right? And he's like, this is a direct quote, by the way. Hello, Maynard, my captain. Don't you worry, I will dick, twist Armani and fuck Pig Team. Mind you, this was an hour and a half ago, and it's still at that point 15 hours until he has to play. And I wonder how he's going to feel in 15 hours after laddering for that long.
If Hizen's got to say something, right? Hizen's got to say something. There's no way. Oh my god. No, he's like, oh, I got to doom drop. It's my only way to win. It's no.
感觉要被3-0了。
很正常，很正常。这实力上的确还是有差距。
他在播什么比赛？这些比赛？
哎，不就是他以前的那些东西，
播的那种小比赛，这种搞笑的画面。
对的。
这 PIG 是澳洲猪王啊，以前也是个职业选手，后来转主播了。我记得以前他好像跟你还打过比赛的是吧？
对的。哎，没什么实力，搞得你妈跟真的一样。
他后来转主播了，但他好像比我们都强哎，孙哥。
废话。
那你说他没有实力？
他妈的，我在打职业的时候他没什么实力啊！他妈我后面没打了，他妈的他就有实力了呀，
就练出来了是吧？
是的呀。
Well, why would there be a pineapple there? Like, I don't know. You stepped on a giant lump.
黄哥打不过他现在，黄哥不敢跳。
打不过。
妈的，
他现在大概有个5600分。
We didn't mean to leave it. We're sorry. We just forgot because we thought you'd find it and then put it in one of our beds. The game would continue. That's the game.
为什么不继续打？让他别嚣张。孙哥也打不动了呀。
打不动了。职业，这东西，我就这么跟你们说，你们去看一下以前的那些什么这种什么冠军，就拿过冠军级别的这种选手，妈的，
挡一下孙哥，挡一下你又没挡。
那些冠军选手，你就当了主播之后，你们就看，就水平还是慢慢下降的，
这很正常的。
99,997. We need 3 followers to hit 100,000. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's gonna finally happen. This last 10,000 followers has taken like 5-10 years. It just crossed over. We're at 100,000. Oh my god, we're 100,001. Thank you very much. Who was the 100,000th one? I think it was Exodissertus or General Cool or X-Manglar. One of you.
为什么要改直播版？这不挺好的吗？这直播版期。
We finally did it. We're in the 6-digit club. Of course, for those who don't know, Twitch will now give me $1 million because of that. It's an absolutely meaningful thing. It makes a big difference. It definitely does.
别人是慢慢下降，你妈的老子哎，我他妈12年退役的，12年13年退役的，他妈现在已经10年了。什么叫别人是慢慢下降？你妈个鸡
！Unfortunately, Toit isn't always good enough for bloody beating Cyril. He's gonna need to go Toit and then Toita. Toit and Toita, that's how you do it. You gotta be super bloody crisp. To take down the Night King, mate, it's not easy. It's not easy, that's for sure. Big thank you, by the way, everyone who clicked the follow button. Welcome. Thank you, everyone who's watching, who's new. If you guys want to support the prize pool, any donos to the stream will go there and help that out. Big thanks to Tiramisu with the sub. Big thanks Splinter with the tier 1 sub as well. Red Marshall earlier. Thank you for the love, my friend. $10 straight to the prize pool from Raksha. Starcraft will never die. Thank you for the content, SC2 content. Thank you, mate. French Attitude with the Prime Gaming sub as well.
退役1年掉200分，10年掉2000分。
So long. Thanks for the push to you too, mate.
那可能我在当职业选手的时候也没有7000分那么高的高度吧。开了。
Douglas Adams, rest in peace. He was a great one. Okay, guys, let's get into it.
对，传奇维护了啊，兄弟们。半个钟头，6点钟开始，6点钟就好了，好像。
对，他更新一下那个就是经验衰减和那个聊天的一个维护。他小更新一下，然后下周一我会跟他们策划讨论一下，就是后面一个东西，就是做一个全图的一个掉落的东西。全图掉落大概思路是这样的，就是首先第一个就是现在大家都太集中在那个牛魔舞就是牛魔洞去刷那个宝石了嘛。那接下来可能他会这样搞，就是全图所有的怪它都有几率掉东西，然后掉的东西呢，一个是绑定的，就是大量都是绑定的，然后只有极少数的都是非绑定的，但是都有可能掉出最好的装备。然后这样的话，你这个这样的话就是让那些让那些就是微氪或者干的玩家嘛，你就不一定要去抢 BOSS 了嘛，因为现在 BOSS 也抢不到。
不，那我打钉耙猫能掉吗？
就有几率嘛，但几率很小。然后全图也会掉一个，就是我希望他做一个叫做宝石就叫做这种抽奖碎片的东西。他说用金刚石来代替，现在就是抽奖碎片是这样的，就全图都有机会掉。然后比如说你掉了多少之后，比如说你全图掉很多，对吧？你掉完之后你就有一次去抽奖的机会，抽到一个装备，让你就是可以抽到一个好东西嘛，就是运气好就抽得到好东西嘛。就是用这样的方式来让这些就是微氪或者干的玩家，他自己也有个游戏体验嘛，自己刷也能刷点装备，对吧？也能让自己这个成长一点。不然的话，现在你就有些玩家他就没事儿做嘛，就妈做装备也抢不到，怪也抢不到。下周一来搞，下周一我跟他们开个会，看怎么搞。我一直去杀鸡，那杀鸡几率很低的呀，你不一定掉得了的呀。
一直去杀鸡，
那对不对嘛？你杀鸡几率就非常低。
万一你妈一个刚进来的刚进服的一个兄弟，你妈的杀这种钉耙猫，你妈杀到了一些极品装备。搞了个很牛逼的装备出来怎么办？他不他妈是血钻？
那不太会，这个不太会。就钉耙猫这种，他也不太会掉特别好的装备嘛。这个会设计的嘛。
This map is not that big, and if you break down those rocks and walk queens, you can get out here very early on. It's hard to breach the natural in the third. But I do think
下周 NPC 会多出一个收碎片的 NPC，
surprisingly strong. This map is of course a bit smaller. Remember he picked altitude map 1 did creator, so the scoreline.
好了，飞机开3矿啊，还是比较标准的开法。
But Babylon is a much shorter map, better for pushes that he's like the style that he's been doing. Actually, that's kind of weird, right? He's playing Stargate on the small map, and he was playing Robo on the big map. Pro gamers out there watching, please share your thoughts, even if you're not a pro gamer. I feel like that's the opposite of what you normally do. Maybe creators prioritizing surprise over standard kind of just logical efficiency, which is absolutely all right. Oracle does come in. Both players looking pretty focused there. Creator always looks a little frantic when he plays, for those who are wondering.
没什么问题，飞机3先知，
标
准3先知。
打着苦味就感觉有点没办法，他那套就投自爆球那套战术就打不过，感觉。
对，还是打回原来那套了。有观众问为什么奎特那么亢奋，说明他很看重每一次比赛的机会啊。
对的。
现在他们都在找队，他们到期了之后都没有收入了。邦尼也在找队，虽然他们加盟了一些，比如说就是有些东拉库啊，这找了个国内的业余战队，对吧？有一定的收入，但是这个收入不足以支撑他们一直打职业的呀。所以他们还是希望找一个就是能够稳定收入的。
就他们队如果说资金稳定的话，他们就不用退到社区战队去了呀。你要这么想。
是啊。3先知飘使徒
，5个女王啊，能打。如果你要打戏可以打，这样能顶吧？不说能打吧，正面家里面全部防好，哇靠，这个防的太好了。
就自从 Zero 有一次被 IE 梦上面被 Zest 飘死之后，他就想出了这一套啊，直接用建筑学来防飘使徒。
我记得以前他还搞个那个什么地堡，你记不记得？搞个防空在那边爬来爬去。
防空，
对的。
但是有时候会失误，后来想想算了。
不，有的是这样的，没爬下
歪了，我操！
防空没爬下去之前是有缝隙的，可以钻进去。
对啊，你妈的，有时候失误你妈
还不如搞个 BB， 我靠，我是这么觉得。干嘛他直接走女王一波
？He needs a lot of cannons, and I believe he'll need one in the natural, and that as well. The Ravagers are getting to the count where they can one shot.
没错的，你飘那个你3先知飘使徒嘛，他是可以走女王一波的呀。Zero 也会打一波的呀，你第一天认识他呀。
挡不住啊！
他再也不是18年那个天天打运营的选手了。好了，他过来走女王过来，先把坦给你一扑，对吧？可以加血了。
这个你那么集中没用啊！
拿头挡
这个
死了已经。
The Adepts and the Stalkers trying to fight out front, but that Bile takes down 2 of those shield batteries. More cannons and batteries building the back. I like the way.
还有这个路口相对来说比较小一点。
How much production? 3 gates, 1 robo, and just non-stop oracles, immortals, and gateway.
这2个一起砸，
没
砸死。
可惜了啊，这个。但是他几个女王还在啊。
还有4个女王。
军团还没扑过来，砸不了血。
核电站，再砸核电站，能不能砸掉？砸掉核电站了，完了，还有那么多火葬呢。
死了呀！这个就是战术课了呀。3先知战术为什么不能用？就是以前爬女王老爬死，所以他 Zero 又改良了一下，让自己正面，你自己不清正面这个房子，能怪谁呢？你如果清了正面这个房子，就没有这回事儿，对不对？你清了正面这个房子，他就不能走过来，就不能加血。
这个地图可能也是有一定的关系吧，因为正面这个房子
跟地图没关系，就是正面那个房子他没清呀，
他不会特意去清的呀，这个房子。
我靠！骂起来了！骂起来了！要砸桌子了！他气的一逼，他被这个，因为在他的理解里面，就是现在已经没有爬女王打3先知的说法了。
哎呀，
对不对嘛？
你妈的！
结果他就忘记清这个房子了，因为你没清 Zero 军团一扑，你就没了。本来应该是没有这个没有爬女王的说法的。
那个恨呐，真的是。
我靠，是线下 Zero 都要抖一抖。不，他现在这个心态他妈怎么打得出来了？我都不知道。
泄气了，
就输个比赛就线上输个比赛就这样，他怎么打得出来
？In actuality, guys, he needs to make numbers not mean what numbers mean. That's what he needs to do. If each Oracle picks up 10, 15 drones, he's back in the game. But one drone back down to red.
越打越绝望，你妈过来戳2个农民。
有什么好戳的嘛？这没有被包。
没了呀！没了呀！这个马 Zero 不会给他机会的。芬兰仔你妈打的也非常狠的，越打越绝望，要哭了。
这0-3他们没什么好哭的吧？
但是他情绪已经到这里了呀。 你看情绪到了呀。
I'm telling you, man, you touch the tips, it's GG. It's a literal win condition. Game over. It says you just are absolutely goated.
情绪到了，自然就会哭。
And unfortunately for me, I really want to see it, but Cyril's not quite connecting it. He's keeping it separated right now. Ooh. So many Ravages moving down a ramp into Ravages. Oh, and Immortal goes down. Zealots try to cover, but the micro from Cyril is just pinpoint accuracy, dude.
唉，他妈这波你不上，你不下来，你妈 Cyril 上去了呀。
About Zerg being underpowered in the past and stuff, but honestly, I feel like this is just
这赌报变好，直接 A 点了。
How do you feel about
完了，准备看他的脸了，现在。
Oh really? Wow, just saying that about your own race? I thought you'd be more diplomatic.
This game is stupid.
What? What?
这赌爆了，你唯一有战斗力就是差。你妈的胖破，
你妈的越打越绝望了呀，要哭了呀！他你妈的绝望的一批，好吗？200人口在那里 A 他，
操作有什么用吗？
操作好也没用啊，散的再好都没用，绝望。
直接关
到了，关了，直接关摄像头哭去了。哎呀，男儿有泪不轻弹呐，只是未到伤心处。芬兰仔，你妈的打完面无表情。
哎呀，你妈的芬兰仔呀！
捶门去了。
Oh, sorry guys, I was coughing into my mic. Sorry guys, just saying, very crisp series, very clean and controlling play. Rip Creator's monitor chat. Oh, he threw his headphones.
哎呀，太惨了。接下来是大可对 Clem。
这什么东西啊
？Take them off camera. Anyways,
哎，我他妈的这下错了。
Oh, he did. Yeah, that is his signature move. Oh, he did, but we didn't see it. Oh, okay. He threw his kitten out the window. No, guys, bad.
还早呢啊，兄弟们。
Thanks to love everybody. Obviously, Cyril is such a hard match for Creator. Single in formats are just brutal, but that's highest stakes. And of course, for those who don't know, Cyril up here, he'll be facing the winner of Dark versus Clement X match. We're gonna get an interview with him momentarily, guys. Let me just get this one set up really quickly.